The document is 2000 by 2000 RGB, and I'm using the Pixel Studio. So just go over here, rectangle tool, select that, and then just create a rectangle. It can be any size. I think it's something like that, maybe about there, maybe a 6 or so of the size across. And just drag it down and snap it like that to that. Now, if you haven't got snapping on, it won't snap like that. You'll have to resize it yourself. But you can quickly go over here, view, and just down to snapping and turn that on. By default, it seems to be always set off. So I would suggest turn that on. Now you've got this, you can then fill it with something. At the moment, it's just filled with solid colour. Could be filled with anything, I don't know, with you. And here's the fill tool. So select that. So here's the fill tool. With the fill tool, just go up to the top, click there, and hold down the shift. And create a very quick gradient, white to grey. So you can see now you've got white at the top, grey all the way down. So you've held the shift down, shift key on the keyboard. So you've got white to grey. And now you've got that. I want a twirl effect in this. But I don't want to distort the actual shape. I want to distort within the contents. So go up here, Pixel, and then down here to New Live Filter Layer, Distort and Twirl. I want a swirl design or twirl design. So twirl, and with this, just go here. You've got all these options. Preserve alpha, because I want, if I don't do that, if I just change the angle now, let's just change the angle, change the radius, you can see it distorts there. You can move it back and forward like that. Just move interactively the origin point. And you can change that. You can reduce this down, maybe make that less, maybe more. But preserve alpha, it's now inside. I would suggest minus 720. Just go for the negative value. And reason being, I think the other one, 720 or the positive, doesn't always give the best result. So just go there and create a lovely swirl design like that. And you can, of course, vary it, move it back and forth. Create it down at the bottom, because I want to add another duplicate of this, but flipping it so it's up the top. So put it at the bottom, and you can see, you just create something like that. And you've got this. You can obviously vary the size. Just try it at different sizes. Takes 5 seconds just to quickly set one that you're happy with. So I would suggest something like this, and my setting minus 720, as I said, negative, and also 383. And now just close it. The merge is not available. I do not know why. However, select this, make certain that layer is selected with the live effect, and then you can just rasterize it. So it's all merged then. So right click and just go down to rasterize. You've got this design. You can now hold down the Alt Option key with the Move tool selected. So the Move tool needs to be selected. Alt Option key on the keyboard and just drag. And again, because of snapping, it should nicely snap. Doesn't always. You might have to shift it. I find sometimes about a couple of pixels out. Not certain why. Then I want to rotate this. So just go up to the top and you can see you've got the rotation here. And you just rotate it. So rotate it. And now you've got this. Now, you can actually see what I mean? There's a little white gap, very, very thin, but it would be annoying if you saw it later on. So just shift it and you can see then that looks like it's on top. Why the snapping doesn't do it, I do not know. Should do, but it doesn't. Okay. Select both. So both are selected now. And then you can right click and merge selected. So merge selected all becomes one pixel layer. And then you can turn this into a pattern. So pixel, new pattern layer from selection. So it's all selected, new pattern layer from selection, and you get this design repeated. You've got a nice twirl, swirl in this design, which now, with the Move tool selected, go up here to mirror. It might be down here, context toolbar. Don't know where it would be for you, but it's here at the moment. So click there and you get this. And then with this design, and this could be any whole load of different designs depending if you have it one side or the other side. It does vary. I've tried it multiple times. I get different designs. Some I like, some I don't. Just have to undo very quickly. There's no consistent, particular, obvious formula you could set. And then you can resize this. And you can see then you've got this. You've got sort of like, I don't know, swirly heart design again, very popular back in the 50s, that sort of design. And you've also got this gradient, which I think was always, to me anyway, on the wallpaper of certain places. You would have this wallpaper, would have this gradient effect. And that's what I think it's achieved here with the gradient going up and down. And also with this additional colour here, the black, I should say. Okay, you might want to colour it. It's not the greatest of colour. I mean, to put it on sort of wallpaper, I don't think that would be very nice wallpaper. But you can, of course, colour it. With this pattern layer selected, just simply go up here, Pixel, and New Adjustment Layer. And you can go down here, and there's a number of options. Of course, you could use Gradient Map to create some very garish ones. But I'm just going to go with Recolor. So Recolor, and you get this. Get a lovely little pink design. Again, a popular colour that would have been, you get that. Or maybe sort of the pastel sort of blues, those sort of light sort of colours. So you could reduce this down. So go over here, saturation. I don't think it was, I think more 60s and 70s, more very vibrant saturated colours. In the 50s, felt more, to my eyes anyway, this sort of desaturated. So 41, you don't want it like that again, it's band grey, but something about 40. And you can modify lightness, maybe make it like that. Now, the thing is with the lightness, if you don't like the black there, you can always just change the lightness, make it 37, 38, just shift that. And then you get, obviously, a lovely blue there, which you can then manipulate again. You could add another adjustment layer on top as well if you want to do that. And you can then, of course, merge it with the pattern. So merge, and you've got there, the pattern has got that all merged. And then, of course, you can manipulate that, resize it, move it around, and change the angle, and so on. But there it is, a very quick sort of 50s sort of wallpaper design, sort of designs that maybe you'd seen it, I don't know, hairdressers, often in films and things, you'd have to see this sort of weird design, I think, on the walls. But also could be used for multiple other things as well. 50s related anyway. Please put in the comments below if you like this design, or you've seen similar sort of designs in the 50s or 60s, or maybe you think, you know what, that doesn't look anything like a 50s design at all. It wasn't my 50s anyway. Any comments, always appreciated. Bye.